you guys doing tonight?
You're all doing good.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, you know what? I can't leave it connected to AirPlay because I forget I can't see shit when I do that. Yep, didn't make it 90 seconds. Didn't even make it
5
60.
seconds.
Didn't even make it 60.
Holy crap.
I think I made it at least 10. Come on.
That's all right. Oh, we got to turn that down. How you doing?
Good. I must have left my phone. Lord knows where.
It's all right. I got it. I'll take care of it here in a second.
I can,
Hope you guys are having a good night. It's
share.
Saturday.
I can still share.
Saturday. I think that's probably trademarked somewhere.
Yeah,
Copywritten.
it's a Kiss song.
We're going to get fired?
I don't think we sang the whole thing, so we're probably okay.
I don't know.
Probably, with a big question mark at the end.
Hope you guys are doing well.
Question mark.
Get out there. What's up, Nico? How you doing, man? Thank you guys for joining in. I'm going to share the show real quick because where are you sharing it?
Your page and my page on Facebook.
Your page and my page. We're sharing it.
We're sharing.
Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Yeah, Saturday again, man. I swear to God, it is time travel time.
It's the second to last day of the month.
I know.
That's so weird to me. I mean, we only have 11 more months left in this year. Still, it's only 11 months. When
I know,
it just
but
literally
one
felt
of the
like
things
the
that's
other
kind
one.
of like we're going to talk about this here in a couple minutes. Is that I was thinking. So I was going back. We'll get into this in a couple minutes.
He was thinking you guys were in trouble.
I went back and I was looking at a couple of the episodes, like our very first episode, because that was 10 months ago, right? When we started. It was March, right? So it was 10 months ago, and I actually went back and watched like a few minutes of it, and it's a pile of shit. We did great, because we were just on our fucking. Well, we were on an iPhone sitting on the back deck. We were like, the camera's like, it's my phone, and it's all over the place and everything. But it reminded me, it's like 10 months has gone by in like the blink of an eye. If you really think about it.
Well, but so sometimes I think about it and I feel that way. And other times I was like, 10 months was a while ago. It's been a while since we went skiing.
I know.
And we're not going this year.
I know. But
Your brother's on.
Joe's on?
Joe's on.
Nice. All right,
Chuck's
I'm just
on.
publishing this real quick. You guys, how you doing? Oh, that's my nephew.
Oh.
Boy. Joe Norman is my nephew.
So what's your brother's middle name?
Joseph Norman.
And your nephew? He's a junior?
Yeah,
all the way across?
That's Joey, though. Joey's name's Joe Norman, too. Joseph Norman.
He's a junior?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know. I don't think I knew that.
I don't know, Joey. Whatever, dude. I should be a better uncle to you, but I'm not. Whatever. You still get some of the money if there's any fucking thing left after we're out of the nursing homes. We've been talking a lot about that lately. I don't know why.
Today, right?
Because we're old.
Well, we were talking about our friends with kids and how we were so weird to think. We were thinking about some friends in Colorado Springs that we weren't super close with them, but we were friends and we hung out with them. Yeah. We talked to them a couple times after we left Colorado, but I was like, holy shit, their kid, their oldest kid is probably like 19 or 20 years old.
She was they were both little
like
girls.
10 and 12, which I'm like, that's when I feel old, is when I think about my friends who now have adult children.
Yeah. Chuck's will be, dude, I've got Kenzie's baby picture right downstairs.
Yeah, when you're holding her.
When I was holding her, yeah.
And then it went quickly to, and now we have to find somebody to wipe our ass because we don't have
kids.
We don't have kids of our own.
Do that, yeah.
And I went, but that's what assisted living houses are for. And I'm going to want a 5,000 square foot King Kong house.
On the beach.
Your 401k, and I'll have my 401k.
And I'll be dead, evidently, is what she's saying. So, hey, welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg.
Well,
I'm Greg, and
I'm Beth, and I'll outlive Greg because women live longer.
Yep. You can check us out obviously on YouTube, but also on Spotify, iTunes, and on Podbean for your listening pleasure.
Listen.
Yeah, so cheers, guys. Saturday night. We're just kicking this shit off.
Cheers.
Got some fun shit to talk about. It never ends with weird, fun shit to talk about right now.
Oh.
It's never ending.
Ever.
And you watch like a bunch of So Beth gets a lot of her stories from the local news.
Yeah.
Which is fun because they kind of do.
Well, they do national.
Yeah, they do national. But
I don't share a lot of the local stories, but they cover a wide variety.
Yeah, I think that's their job, right?
Apparently I'm singing tonight a lot. And I do it so well.
It's awesome. Cheers.
Cheers.
Christina, what's up?
Beers.
Turntable, what's happening? Beers, cheers, and beers. Absolutely. So, big topic of the day I want to bring up, we'll just kick this shit right off right now, is last night I got a little buzz on my phone, and we hit 400 Facebook folks. So, cheers. They're over there.
Well, that doesn't do me any good.
Yeah, it doesn't. A kazoo. But it's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Ultimately, I mean, we have 400 there. We have 71 on YouTube, 124 on Instagram. While that's not a lot to a lot of people, that's kind of cool for us. I think.
A lot for me.
Yeah, it's a lot for us, right?
Yeah.
And really, the whole goal of starting this thing was just to have something to do. And that's why I bring it up.
A bunch of hot air is basically what it was.
Right. It was just some
still is
shit to talk about, something to do during the fucking boredom downtime pandemic. We went out to dinner tonight, so some things changed. We went to, where the hell? Chili's? Applebee's, Chili's. It's
he says Applebee's.
The fucking same thing.
We're sitting at the bar eating with the bartender right here. He's like, where are we? Applebee's? I'm like, oh my Lord. No, we're not at Applebee's.
It literally is the same thing.
No, Applebee's food, not as good as Chili's food.
I digress. But no, it really is, it's been a fun 10 months rather.
Yeah.
That we've been able to do some of this, and the shit's changed, and we've got some cool shit, and it's given
the equipment has definitely been upgraded.
Yeah.
We actually have a bar.
All sorts of fun shit.
All sorts of stuff.
So yeah, so we thank you guys is really what it comes down to, and I hope, we do this for us to have fun, but also, to talk to our friends and family. Interact, yeah, and it gives Beth and I a way to connect during the day. We work a lot. And we get to talk about, hey, what are we going to talk about on the show tonight?
Right.
Or whatever. You have your stories. I'm hollering downstairs you have your stories for tonight?
Bitch better have some stories.
Sometimes it's like over the past 10 months, it's been like, I haven't got shit to talk about. All right, I've got a bunch. Vice versa.
Yeah.
You're like, I didn't get a chance to look at anything.
I was too busy this week. I didn't even see the world. Yeah.
I've been buried in my computer. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. It is pretty cool. So, hey, if we can make a few people laugh, it's more, honestly, about Beth and I laughing. That's why we started it, was for us to get together and hang out and laugh, and have an outlet. And I hope you guys are finding it too. So cheers.
Well, we also talked about, I'm a homebody now ever since I didn't realize I was a homebody until the vid started. And once I got over the fact that I had to be home all the time, I was like, I kind of like it now. And so this gave us something to do besides
just sit on the couch and read.
Sitting on the couch and reading,
watch TV,
playing with the dogs.
The 1 hour you
before
go
the
out.
gyms opened up. Yeah.
Especially with I mean, some places, fucking place, like California's finally opening up some stuff and things like that. So yeah, but cool. Thank you guys again. Just wanted to bring that up. So the first thing I want to do is bring up this little fella here. So Janitor, the dog, he's pretty well known on like drinking bro circles, and he's been kind of honorarily become the drinking bros pet kind of team mascot, if you will. But this puppy, there's memes of him all over the place on the internet, and he
has a very particular look.
Yeah. So he had medical conditions which caused his eyes to bug out a little bit, and he had like some very cool things, but he had a very, very amazing mom, and there was all sorts of her name was Liz Kufler, and so Janitor, he had a great life. He got, like a lot of dogs do, they get sick at the end of their lives. So he was a Australian Shepherd Border Collie Rat Terrier.
What? He looks a lot like a terrier.
Yeah.
Border Collie, Australian Shepherd
Rat Terrier.
Those are three separate dogs.
There was an Australian Shepherd Border Collie, like, what do you call them? Well, no, like a rescue.
Okay.
And they think a Rat Terrier was rescued with him.
Okay.
And
he was a stud?
And he was...
Because he's so much smaller?
Became a puppy from that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Rat Terrier is a stud because he's much smaller than the Australian Shepherd.
I don't know. But
that's
anyway.
like the weenie dog German Shepherd my dad had.
But if you go out and you Google or you look him up, he's all over the internet and everything. So we want to give a shout out to Janitor. Yeah, he's had a lot of really cool, He's
now in heaven, right? He's at the Rainbow Bridge.
They had to send him on his way. Yep. Yeah. So, it's just one of those things that it happens. We have 3 dogs, and it's always, dude, we don't have kids. So it's, I'm like, Bomber, oh my God, I'll be a goddamn wreck for a week. Or, any of our dogs, but so anyway, cheers to Janitor. Yeah.
Cheers, Janitor.
Cheers to Janitor. So first,
chasing balls and feeling great up there.
Yep. Chasing some bitches. Right?
Is that what somebody said?
I don't know. I just said that. That's kind of what it is, right? So what do we got on the agenda for tonight?
We have quite a bit. Yep. So our first one is you had time travel.
Excuse me, I just swallowed wrong. Oh my God, I'm going to die.
What's the time travel, babe?
Again, going back to our episode 1, we talked about time travel, where like everything. Remember like a year ago, basically everything seemed like it was going way too fucking fast.
Right.
It's kind of like how January's gone already.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it?
The 29th.
29th.
Oh, 30th.
It's the 30th today, right? January is almost done. So I started thinking about that again. I was like, has it slowed down at all?
I don't think
like
so.
my work schedule has not slowed down.
It hasn't.
Over a couple of weeks over Christmas kind of slowed down.
But some of that was also because we went on PT. We took PTO. So,
right.
And a lot of people take PTO.
Life didn't seem to slow down.
I swear my mom told me when I turned 21, she was like, enjoy it. Because now at your age, it's going to fly by. And she was.
Is that part of it?
She wasn't kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. Game stonk. We'll talk about that here in a second. But it's just kind of weird. So I wanted to bring it back up because it was something that we talked about in one of I think it was our first or our second show.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's definitely continued to go really, really quickly.
I don't think life ever slows down. And I feel like probably people who have families.
Or whatever.
Well, okay, so if you think about it this way, when we were first at home, it did feel like it went really slow because you weren't used to being in the same place 24/7. And at that time, you couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Except for maybe outside to take a walk.
Yeah. We walked this neighborhood.
A lot of
times.
We
had miles and miles and miles in this neighborhood.
But I think once you got used to it, then it started speeding back up like it did when you were going to the office.
But even then, it seemed like it was going fast, I swear.
Yeah. No, I feel like every week goes by fast.
Right.
I feel like it was just Monday. Thank God it wasn't. But I just feel like it was Monday 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It's an
think
interesting kind of one of those things.
I think that people who have kids probably think it goes even faster.
Yeah, they watch their kids grow up in front of their eyes like too fast. Well, if they have multiple kids and they're
always running soccer or karate or ballet or whatever, the weeks probably go by in a flash.
You don't get a second to breathe, really, right?
Exactly.
I don't know. I just thought about it, and that's why I wanted to bring it back up because it's been a while since we've talked about that. But yeah, so Kristen Stewart is literally
Hey, we have a
Diana.
first-time viewer.
Who's that?
Office of the Texas Governor with Legs elect.
Nice.
Hi, welcome.
Longtime acquaintance, first-time viewer. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's awesome.
So Kristen Stewart's moving up in the world in her acting career. So she's gone from Twilight. She did a couple movies between that.
That's the title of the show, Twilight to Princess Di.
She is going to be playing Princess Di.
You said last night. I haven't seen the picture of her.
I'll show you in a second. She's going to be playing Princess Di in a movie called Spencer. My understanding is this is the time frame when she decided to divorce Prince Charles and leave I think she had just divorced him. She was leaving the royal family.
All right.
So her son followed in suit, but it is
well,
uncanny.
she wasn't leaving she was divorcing Prince Charles.
And then she left the royal family.
Well, yeah, because she was divorcing out
But I think she could have still been a duchess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I don't know enough about the royal family to be saying that and speaking it with confidence.
I don't know.
But Kristen Stewart is going to be playing her. And they look so much alike. It's kind of weird.
You have like a side-by-side?
I do. I have a couple. So
nice.
This first one I'm going to show. Let me make it bigger.
Help if I turned it on. Tell me it's coming through.
It's not coming through.
Of course it won't. Why won't it come through?
It's always something.
I know.
Is it me? It's not me, right?
No, probably not. It's probably me. I had to reset a bunch of shit last night, so hang on 1 second. Let's try and figure this shit out. I don't know.
So, okay, then I'll talk a little bit about the movie.
So the movie.
Right. The drama takes place over 3 days in one of her final Christmas holidays in the House of Windsor in their Sandringham estate. Don't kill me because I can't say this shit. The producers have not said who will play Prince Charles, and they will have their 2 children, but they don't know who that's going to be either.
Okay.
Stewart said of the film, Spencer is a dive inside an emotional imaging of who Diana was at a pivotal turning point in her life. It's a physical assertion of the sum of her parts. So it is kind of when she was trying to return to herself and after leading the life of Princess Diana and being the perfect wife while he had a lover on the side. But are you going to be able to fix it?
I'm not going to fix it there. I'm going to do something else here real quick. I'm just going to drop it into the show. So give me 1 second. Just keep talking. Yeah, I'm listening.
I don't know that this is exciting enough to keep talking about.
It is too. It's Kristen Stewart.
There's a lot
she went through all sorts of shit.
Well, there's a lot of huge. There's a lot of Princess Di fans too.
Yeah.
So,
and I remember. Do you remember where you were?
What do you mean she went through a lot of shit?
Do you remember where you were?
I was in my house in Terrell Hills.
It's probably gonna be huge, but.
And Dana is the one that called me and said, "Did you hear the news?"
This is Kristen Stewart. It'll come up on the show in just a second. This is Kristen Stewart as Princess Di right here. So
can people see it?
Yep, you'll see it here on the show here, which is, if you think about it, you're like, it's kind of interesting. She looks just like Princess Di.
Yeah. That is Kristen Stewart. There's a picture. I have a side-by-side of her and Princess Di like that, and you can't tell which one's which one.
Right.
And then they have some pictures that I was going to show that are her just as her, just Kristen, and then Princess Di, and they're side-by-side, and their features are very similar. So I bet whoever was the producer of this probably had her
very specifically
in mind.
Like the chin, and there's some...
I mean, they probably had several blonde actresses in mind.
I'm sure.
But she looks a lot like her.
I've seen, you know how much Twilight I've seen over the past
10 months?
10 months. Jesus. Yeah.
You know you love it.
Yeah. It's been a lot of Twilight. So
you don't even make
fun
of
it
it anymore.
I feel like I know Kristen Stewart.
You don't even make fun of it anymore. You used to make fun of it.
Now I just watch it.
Yeah.
Like, when did that scene happen?
Here's the thing. Like,
which movie are we
even last night, what did I say? I was like, oh my gosh, what movie was it?
It was tonight.
No, it was last night. It was
that one. Which one?
Damn it to hell. I can't remember.
The one with the boat with the rock?
Nope.
That one was on again with
it wasn't
San Andreas.
San Andreas.
Jesus.
But it was, I literally looked at you and I was like, there is a new movie in rotation. I can't remember what it is either, but there's like 3 new movies in rotation. But then I woke up this morning and I said, oh, look, it's on again. Yep. It's already on again. I was like, yeah, it'll be on for the next 2 weeks nonstop.
Sucks. Yeah, so Kristen Stewart, I don't know. Will you guys watch it? I don't know if I will.
I won't watch it.
No?
No. I'm not a huge Princess Di. I think it's going to be a regular movie. But they're going to be huge.
When she died?
We already talked about that.
Well, I know. I didn't.
I said I was at my house in Terrell Hills.
That's what it was. Sorry.
You were at the grocery store?
I was at the grocery store.
Were you working?
No.
No, you were just
at the
grocery
store in
shopping.
line. And I was, the weirdest fucking part.
Told me.
Where I was at, I was in line behind Nicole Kidman's father. Not Nicole Kidman. Nicole Simpson's father.
Oh, how would you even? I guess it was during that time. Yeah, because I was
Nicole
like,
Simpson? Yeah, everybody remembers Nicole Simpson. The weirdest part was I was like, holy shit, that's what's his face? Ron Goldman with the beard, the white. Yeah. And it was the same day that.
So, did they play it? How did you find out? Did they make an announcement on the loudspeaker that Princess Di was killed in a car accident?
The cashier.
Oh. Did you hear the news?
But I'm fucking focused on like,
to the cashier?
Is that, what's his face? I don't know if it was wrong, whatever his name was. I don't know.
Nicole Simpson's dad?
Yeah.
That's his name.
It's not, was it Ron Goldman? I don't know.
No, Ron Goldman.
Died, right? I don't remember. Whatever. This isn't a Simpson lesson.
I was 24 years old. I didn't care.
I was like.
I was planning a wedding, damn it.
No, you weren't 24.
I was 24
when they died.
1994 when the car chase happened.
Oh.
I was writing invitations to a wedding. 24. Shut up, bitch. Don't do it. Do not. Don't
you
do
guys.
It. David Spade turned down the roll. That would be perfect, though.
So you have something funny to talk about, and it's fucking hilarious, actually. So cursing.
Well, everybody knows that Greg and I are
it's good for
cursor.
Yeah. So this is absolutely an adult show, obviously.
How many times have I tried to...
Put your spouse outside.
How many times have I tried to quit using the F-bomb? I mean, I try at least 5 times a year, right?
Right.
Well, I'm not going to try anymore. Excuse me. I have to burp real quick. Wow.
So ladylike. You're a dog. Sounds like Homer Simpson.
Oh, yeah. Lucy.
Yep.
Researchers reveal sounding like a sailor may be a sign of intelligence, creativity, and has sustained superpowers that helps us endure more pain, which we're watching that history of
swearing,
and it did say they did the ice.
But that's been around, like that's been known for a long time.
So they found that there's a ton of positives and benefits of swearing.
Yep. Stress relief.
People who curse have a more fluent vocabulary, which is linked to intelligence.
Thank you.
Studies have found that it's a sign of honesty and shows its true emotion.
Because people that try and swear less are generally, if you like, Not in the works.
Is this Science Greg talking?
No, this is like not in a work sense, right?
Okay.
Like say like we all have to have a certain amount of
Filters,
decorum at
right.
work and certain things like that. I'm kind of.
But where are you getting this data
best.
from? Is it Science Greg, or did you read it somewhere?
No, I
where
read
you're
this
saying
somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Science Greg.
it to me whatever science filtered through Greg, but
That's Science Greg.
Yeah, but there is
Normally not right, but
literally like when you made me get all fucked up.
I fucked you up.
Fucked up my train of thought.
That when people try to stop cursing, it generally means
it's kind of like a tell that they're lying.
Okay.
Right? So if you know me as a normal, like I swear, this is me. Like I swear all the time.
Yeah, that's why I blame you for how much I swear now.
So, fuck off. But I swear all the time. It's just, I mean, we don't have kids around. Like the dogs, what are they going to say? Are they going to go to school and tell on me? Like Dad said no.
I mean, I don't even like try to mask it in front of my dad anymore. I tried for a long time.
No. And
now
he does
I'm
the same thing. He's an 86-year-old dude. He probably swears more now than he did before.
Oh, I'm sure.
My
mom would have killed him if he swore.
Think about it. If you like you know somebody that intentionally starts changing their regular everyday kind of vernacular or whatever just their
you should be cautious.
Are they being shady?
Well, okay, so let me couple other things. So it shows true emotions. Using profanity activates an area of the right brain known as the creative brain.
Joe, my nephew said every other word I say is a swear, and I feel great. That's awesome, dude.
You are a Lamontagne. Another study found that using foul language increases your pain threshold. So they were saying that, what did it say? Although swearing has been deemed language of poverty, research found well-educated people are better at coming up with curse words than those with smaller vocabulary.
Master's degrees right here.
Fuck yeah, Friday.
Fuck off.
I know.
Stupid.
So it's just kind of cool. The
psychology degree asshole from the University of Phoenix.
What?
The person that probably did it was
a
defunct school that's out of business now.
No, but but the benefits of swearing have just emerged mostly in the last 2 decades. As a result of a lot of research, which I think is kind of funny that there are actual colleges doing research around swearing.
Go watch that show. It's pretty interesting.
I mean, I know a lot of science and
some
research
of the swear words
that.
have been around for like hundreds or thousands of years.
Yeah.
Right? Not hundreds of thousands, hundreds or thousands of years.
I would say probably hundreds. Yeah.
We can track back. And it's like, it's just how it shifts from like, fuck is the ultimate word.
I love fuck.
Right? It covers everything. And why are we
happy,
afraid?
sad, angry, confused?
It's because of social decorum that we limit
How the fuck? Outraged.
in this certain
environments
we're in, right?
That's
think
just
being polite, really. But if we get rid of all the politeness in the world, it would be much more enjoyable. People would be a lot happier, I guarantee it.
I think if we got rid of politeness, though, completely, there'd be a lot more murders. Because I will cut a bitch if they are rude to me.
No, that's called self-control.
Well,
that's not being polite. Like, you'd be like, hey, fuck you. And then be like, all right, yeah, fuck you too. And then just move on.
Fuck you,
and
fuck
now
you,
fuck you. Both got it out of the way. Just don't get violent over shit.
Right.
Did you tell me to? No, just chill the fuck out.
Right. So I just thought it was funny. I know this isn't the first time that it's been brought up, but it was the most recent one. So I thought it would be funny to just share and chit chat.
So this is a funny one. So, come on. I keep hitting it twice. Sorry, guys. So Jeopardy contestants had like a softball $2,000 question come up to them.
Okay.
This is on Jeopardy, right? And if you don't know who this man is on this screen right now, I'm sorry. You've been out of the world for like he left longer than you've been gone longer than he went. Remember, because after the Comedy Central show and all the Chappell show and all that shit, he fell off the planet.
Right.
But now on Jeopardy, three contestants up there had a $2,000 softball question. It was basically, who is this person? This person was in what was the movie I told you about last night? It's the Bradley Cooper.
Oh,
the guitar one with fucking Lady Gaga.
Oh, Lady Gaga. Star is Born.
Star is Born. He was the best friend. This actor and comedian played the best friend of Bradley Cooper in The Star is Born. Who is it? And it went do. And even the dude was like fucking Dave Chappell, you assholes, right? How do you not know that is not Dave Chappell of all they gave him the picture.
Oh, they did?
They gave him the picture. That's the thing. They gave him that picture.
Okay, so let's think about it from a little while, though. So the Jeopardy guys, and I'm not saying this to be mean or categorize, they're nerds. So they probably don't watch a lot of TV.
Really? There's other categories.
Or if they do watch TV, it's very specific TV.
You haven't heard of Dave Chappelle in the past 20 fucking years? Literally?
I mean, how old were they?
They appeared to be in their 30s-ish. I don't know. I don't want to be an ageist.
Everybody knows who Dave Chappelle is,
65 or 22.
I don't want to be an ageist.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, how could you not? He's got a very unique face, and he's been in the news so much because in Austin, he's been all over the place saying hello to fans and just having conversations with people.
He's got a farm in like Pennsylvania where he's been doing stand-up shows and stuff like that.
Does he live in Austin now?
No, he's just coming down here because he's got some shows.
Joe Rogan and all
Joe
them
Rogan and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's just, I don't know. I thought about it and I was like, come on. Like of all the, like, there's other comedians like, okay, I don't recognize that dude.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking comedian.
Remember the movie?
Somebody gave us a thumbs down last week. They're a comedian.
What was that?
I said, speaking comedians.
Oh, no.
Somebody gave us a
Somebody
thumbs
went
down.
and retracted it. So I think it was Ian that fucked up. Yeah. Because I was talking to him and I think he went back.
I guess you just go back and push the button.
Undo it and push the other one. So,
oops.
Whoopsie daisy.
That was funny, but I was like,
whoopsie ding dong.
They're a fucking comedian. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I bet you they feel stupid now. And I wonder if their friends gave them a bunch of shit or their family. Like, how do you not know who Dave Chappelle is?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a big one.
So this is kind of a general thing. I threw this out on just Facebook. I was like, hey, what should we talk about? So one is just a general thing. So Joel.
My niece is here.
Yeah, your niece is here.
Niece is here from
she
Dallas.
said we should talk about her. So there you go. There's your shout out, Martina.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in like an hour or so. Little post show party, and then Joel, whose buddy we met on the Drink Bros cruise, right?
Recently
great guy.
moved to San Antonio.
He's on his way out here, and he's been relocated. He's in the military. He's coming out here, but he literally asked. He said, "Why is he still single?" And what's wrong with these ladies? So I figured I'd throw it out to the fucking crew, throw it out to the crowd. And I'm going to post it on The Bar is Open as just an open.
Why is Joel still single? What's wrong with all the ladies?
Yeah.
And are you going to have a picture of him?
I'm going to put a big fucking picture of his face.
So here's the thing. He's going to get ladies now. They're just going to be all the batshit crazy ones. I mean, I guess some is better than none.
You can cut off.
BSC.
But okay, so this is what you do. You just date them for like a minute and you cut them off and you block the shit out of them and you move again. So your shit doesn't get burned down.
Stupid.
I dated a batshit crazy chick,
Rachel,
before you.
And I knew her. I met her.
I couldn't
we were
remember
friends.
her name the last time we talked about her.
Because you and I were friends, and
excuse me. And that chick got my work number, called my company, and then got transferred to me.
Because that's when they used to have operators.
Yeah, and then my boss, I was like, I don't want to take that phone call. My boss, Margot, actually took the phone call and said, do not. And she went through the whole thing, and she's like, I was like, I haven't talked to that girl in weeks.
But you thought you met her at the grocery store. Wasn't she looking at a gun magazine?
I was looking at gun. I don't know what I think. Yeah, I don't remember the story.
I was like, maybe you should meet girls in the grocery store.
So when did we get married? In 07?
Mm-hmm. Started dating in 05. I think it was probably 04.
We didn't have a lot of. We didn't have Facebook and all that shit. Maybe it was just like.
I think it was just starting. We just didn't have it.
Yeah,
it wasn't widespread yet.
Right. So we didn't. It's not like
That's when you
used to read magazines
and
shit, right? We used to read magazines and stuff back then.
Before your phone had the internet, I think, right? I don't know.
I know I had that Snake game on my phone. I had a Nokia brick.
Is that the game in your pants?
No. Not everybody's gonna remember this, but you remember the brick Nokias with like the hard antenna on it. Like they were all black and they had like the grayish weird.
Was it a flip phone?
No, wasn't a flip phone.
Oh, was it the one? It was
just a Nokia.
It was between the flip phones and when we started to get smartphones, there was that black Nokia that had the.
It didn't even have to pull it up. Yeah,
oh, you did it.
Yeah, it just had a Snake game. You guys remember? No, my nieces and my nephews aren't gonna remember any shit. They were too young. I don't even know if they were fucking alive at that point. I don't think they were.
Only meet chicks in the meat aisle. Well, he doesn't meet chicks anymore, so he better not be meeting them in the meat aisle.
The meat.
Turntable. Let us know if that works for you.
It probably does, dude. Chick that knows how to cook.
She's like, I need 10 pounds of hard meat. He's like, let's go. I got your meat in my pants. Sorry, it's inappropriate.
No, you're smarter because of it, though. It's totally fine.
That wasn't a curse word. There wasn't a single curse word that came out of my mouth.
It was dirty talk. It was dirty talk. Hell yeah. So,
all right.
So the other one is, this one is kind of an interesting story. So Joe Wood and Brenna mentioned this one. So I went out and I looked it up. So
who's Jason Collier?
So that's what I'm going to tell you. So there's this cop. He's a sheriff in Texas.
Okay.
And let me bring up the story real quick on my phone. So I just have the stats and stuff. So I know exactly where it's at. So Joe Collier is a Texas police sheriff. And you guys can look this out. You can go out and just search it. Where's he from? I'm trying to figure out where the hell he was from.
Checking out cucumbers. Comes off too creepy. Yeah.
He's
a lot to live up to.
Police chief.
He's what?
Collier arrested by Texas Rangers.
What police chief?
He's a Stinnett. I don't know where Stinnett is. Stinnett, Texas. So it's okay. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Well, no.
But he was arrested by Texas Rangers. Like, so Texas Rangers are like they're basically like a very small group of police officers, but they're within Texas. If you're not familiar, you can actually go out and they're a really cool, interesting police force here. But they do a lot.
Everything's cool in Texas.
Of basically like, I don't want to call it detective work, but they take cases on where there's other bad actors in like fucking police departments and stuff like that. So they research this guy. The reason this happened is so he had this fiance, and I'm gonna kind of go forward and I'm gonna come back. And
okay.
I'll loop it back in.
Got to keep up.
So he had this fiance who he proposed to, and she asked, hey, are you still married? Like, what's going on? No, I'll send you the annulment paperwork, right? This shit's like all on Instagram or whatever. And so she said, okay, cool. I'll that's fine. Gets it. She then goes, that seems a little fucking fishy. So she goes to the court. The judge that processes or whatever signs the annulment says, no, all of our documentation from court ends in an E. This is a fake annulment, right? So then she puts that motherfucker on blast on Instagram or whatever, right? Another girl comes out.
Oh my gosh. There's more than one?
Like that night, and says, hey, he proposed to me as well. What the fuck? Meanwhile, the dude is still married and has kids, right? So he's like traveling back and forth and saying, I've got to go, not undercover, but I've got to go on assignment to this place.
I'm going to be gone for a while. I'm going to be TDY.
Yeah, so the Texas Rangers fucking went out, they investigated, they arrested his ass. He has since resigned from his job.
Well, yeah.
Kind of smart.
Right.
But I'm like, he absolutely forged the documentation on it, which is pretty crazy.
I'm trying to see still where it's at, so hold on.
I just said Stinnett, Texas. Are you looking
where
up
is
for
that?
where it
like, is that Dallas? Is that Houston?
I don't know. But you could probably just go to like maps and look up Stinnett, Texas. I don't know where it's at. Is it like right down the road? Stinnett, Texas is near.
It says Stinnett is a city in the county seat of.
It's outside of Amarillo.
It's far north.
Yeah.
Far north.
Amarillo by morning. Like my singing chops. But anyway, it's fucked up. Like this dude was living like a triple life trying to pull that shit off.
Somebody's going to make a movie about it. You know that, right? Because
shitty movie.
People love their polygamy movies.
No, the girls weren't in on it.
No, he was trying to get them in on it. Well, no, maybe not. But he was trying to have like 3 different baby mamas.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, they're all old. Like, I don't want to say older, but they're mature. Like, they're in their 30s or 40s. Okay. They have kids. All of them
They've already had a life.
Yeah.
They're not like 21.
Yeah, where he's trying to get like a little harem of women. What's up? Got a little hole in your lip?
Hole.
First beer hole. You still got it running down your neck. Chin. There you go. Anyway, don't do that, guys. Don't become one of those people. So those are our. What's your ATF and guns?
Oh, good gravy. People, I mean, it just never. You think you'd hear enough shit that stupidity would not be like seriously.
No.
So I was listening, and let me find the article here real quick.
You're right, turntable. That's way too much fucking work. Just go to a strip club.
Seriously.
Go to a massage parlor.
Having one is hard enough.
So I become kind of.
Or just get a hooker.
So like her brother's a cop here, and we went out to the ranch, kind of a side story. And one of his buddies is a detective downtown. Uh-huh. And with what the big city detective
San
down
Antonio,
here. And he works on Vice. And he does.
What does that mean?
He's Vice cop. So he is like undercover.
Okay.
He's literally an undercover cop, right? So he looks like a fucking, he's a crazy man.
That's why he's crazy.
It's crazy as shit. So I met him for the first time out at the ranch. And this guy's like, we drive up literally and he's got his fucking pants down nearly around his ankle, just showing his ass. Just to fuck with your brother.
He was mooning you guys, in other words, is what you're saying.
No, he was just standing there with his pants down.
With his butt
mooning,
to you.
But it's like
mooning. He was mooning.
Yeah,
I mean,
whatever.
when you just flash your ass, no matter what position you're in, you're mooning someone.
But it was more like he was just standing there with his pants down. Kind of weird. Anyway, he So he was telling stories about like, kind of that's what they do. They do undercover like prostitution stings and shit like that. And
okay.
So be careful if you're in downtown San Antonio. Don't go to the massage parlors.
Don't get happy endings.
Because they bust them.
But
that's my long story short. I don't know where I went with that.
Yeah, tangent. Because I was talking about stupidity and that brought up that story. Because you guys get stupid at the ranch, I guess? I don't know.
Not me. I got video of everything. It's fucking hilarious.
So airport security screeners are finding guns at U.S. checkpoints at about twice the rate they did in 2019.
Yeah.
TSA said it found 10 firearms per million passengers in 2020 compared to
like
5 per million passengers. It doubled in 2019. The agency said it found 3,257 guns in total last year, and 83% were loaded. So people are walking through security with loaded guns.
And?
You can't.
They're not walking through. They're stopped.
Well, I mean, who's even going to attempt that? Shouldn't everybody know you can't take a gun through security?
I think they're just like everybody's minds are mush right now. Honestly,
no, I'm not gonna. Nope, I'm not gonna let you play that card.
We told the story a couple weeks ago. I went through
mind is not mush.
I flew back and forth and did all sorts of shit with ammo in my bag. And they never fucking found it.
Yeah,
and they searched my bag.
Ammo is different from a loaded gun. Extremely different than a loaded gun. Ammo by itself can't really do shit.
No, I'm just saying. At least they're catching. I don't even care.
But this is what made me think. I wonder how many they didn't catch.
Yeah, who knows? Probably a lot.
I mean, I'm hoping not. But
so that's what I was thinking. That's why I asked you. I was like, are they confiscating guns that are checked?
No.
That's what I asked you last night.
TSA.
So I was thinking, well, TSA
because you can have a checked locked gun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
in your luggage,
unless you go to New York or Maryland or something like that.
You can't. Oh, because New York, you're not allowed to have guns anywhere.
Commie cunts.
Honey,
not wrong.
So they did see a huge increase, like 50% increase, or 100%, because it went from 5 to 10 per million.
I mean, but you're going 5,000 over 10 million people, 10 million passengers.
So 3,000.
3,000 over 10 million passengers, right? Something like that. Whatever. It's still like tiny percentages.
No, if like it's 10 firearms per million, that's quite a few. It's a lot of millions.
10
firearms.
Okay.
Per million passengers.
Okay, let's do a little math here.
Hashtag can't do math.
This is where we have to actually turn the phone sideways because it's going to be so small. So 10 divided
and these are screened at checkpoints.
1 million people equals 0.00001% of passengers.
Yeah, but it says the rate of guns found has grown as the number of people screened at checkpoints has dropped. So a lot of people aren't.
You think more people are just trying to get through with guns on them?
Maybe because they think TSA is stupid.
I would just throw a fucking pocket knife in your bag if you're really. I mean, I'm not saying do that. I'm saying.
Here's the thing. Here's what's crazy. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport had the most firearms discovered.
That's the biggest airport in the country.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Atlanta is the biggest airport in the country.
I thought Chicago was.
Nope. It's got the most flights and shit like that. Atlanta is absolutely the biggest. So yeah.
So yeah, I just thought it was interesting, and it just.
My nephew said, but airport shootings didn't go up, so that's true. Yeah. So hey, if you guys are on Instagram, or if you're on the YouTube channel, or if you're just listening in, or you want to share this, please go out and share it out to your friends, family, whatever. Yeah, not kids.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, no
Don't
kids.
do that. That'd be kind of weird.
I don't think you're friends of your kids. No.
I mean, if they're 18, fuck it, do it.
Depends on the kid.
Like our friends, like we were talking earlier in the show, Chuck and Sandy. Kid, one of them out of two could probably listen now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If we're right about their age, they could have been younger than that. I don't remember.
Well, is this more of like a? This is more of like a rated R is like not under. Is it under 18 or is it under 17? Because remember the NC-17 rating?
NC-17 was no
like
under 17.
She'd have to be showing boobs or something to be NC-17.
No, NC-17 is less than rated R.
No, I don't think it is.
It's no one less than 17, and rated R is 18.
I don't think any kids are allowed to go in under 17.
Well, no kids are supposed to go into rated R.
I don't
either.
know. Cheers. White Claws. Beth's drinking White Claws tonight.
No laws with the White Claws. Shut up, bitch. You just jinxed me. If you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have spilled.
Here, Sharky.
When did you put these in the fridge? They're not cold.
This morning.
They're not cold at all.
Well, hey.
Weird.
I don't know what to tell you. Drink it faster. It's probably because it's been sitting out for an hour. I swear.
You're so dramatic.
Saturday night shenanigans.
So
Beth's on a shark tear, by the way. So Beth's been thinking about, we're not even going to the ocean. We're not even near the ocean. We're what, fucking
So I
3
had
hours
two
away
different
from the ocean?
stories. I had two different stories. The first one was I didn't put it up, so this is totally going off memories, but the shark population has declined like 79% since 1981,
all right,
which is kind of sad. Even though I'm terrified of them and will never get in the ocean. If they die, we're fucked. So
yeah, they're a top predator.
Yeah,
it's kind of like when you see like wolves that are taken out, like they're overhunted in certain areas, like up north, or like Yellowstone
they
Park,
can hunt
whatever.
wolves?
Back in the day, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then they reintroduce, and then all of a sudden, everything gets out of whack.
Okay.
Right? Like,
because the wildlife, there's too many
population, there's too much this, the foliage overgrows.
Animals start starving.
Or it's not growing enough, and certain things.
Right.
You reintroduce wolves.
And it gets fixed.
And then shit starts settling back down, right? And it's the same thing in the ocean.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, here's the crazy thing. Here's the story I did want to talk about. The Florida Museum of Natural History International Shark Attack File, also known as ISAF, investigated 120.
Is as fuck.
Is a fuck.
As fuck. Get it?
Yeah. Anyways, investigated 129 alleged shark-human interactions worldwide in 2020. That group confirmed that 57 of those were unprovoked shark bites on humans, and 39, which is real. I'm going to break down.
What the fuck is a provoked shark
39
bite?
Provoked. I'm going to break it down for you. So hold on. 39 provoked bites. So these are the classifications: unprovoked, provoked, boat attacked, scavenge, public.
Like you're surfing?
No, when you go to like
public
SeaWorld,
access?
no, like Aquaria is what it says. Aquaria is what it says. And then doubtful, no assignment could be made, not confirmed in total cases. So unprovoked are defined as incidents which an attack on a human life occurs in the shark's natural habitat with no human provocation of the shark.
All right.
Provoked occurs when a human initiates interaction with a shark in some way. These include instances when divers are bitten after harassing or trying to touch a shark.
Fuck off.
Bites on spearfishers, which I was like, I don't know if that's provoked. But I mean, bites on people attempting to feed the shark. Bites occurring while unhooking or removing a shark from a fishing net or so forth.
Like, all of those shouldn't fucking count. If you're scuba diving and you're underwater, like with a fish in your fucking hand.
Okay, so hold on.
And you get your hand bit off, fuck off. You're underwater with a fish in your hand and a goddamn shark.
6 involved bites to motorized or non-motorized marine vessels, which is kind of funny that they include those. 1 involved a shark-inflicted post-mortem bite, so the thing was already dead. 1 case involved a diver in a public aquarium.
So the shark had it's like a chicken with its head cut off. It's running around.
Well, I'm thinking,
so the shark went,
but this is
or the dude rubbed his arm on a fucking tooth.
The dead person?
Oh, was the shark postmortem? Was the person?
No, I think I don't know. It doesn't go into that, but it just says postmortem.
So like a mobster dropped. I don't know.
So, anyways, in 6 cases, a shark-human interaction was confirmed. Blah 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 blah. So they talk about all the different ones, but where it gets really interesting is the 2020 worldwide total of 57 confirmed unprovoked cases was lower than the most recent 5-year 2015 to 2019 of average about 80 annually.
Yeah.
However, long-term trends show a decreasing number of annual fatalities. Hold on. Where was it that I was? Because they were saying, this is what it was.
Oh.
Most of those bites happened in the USA. 33 of them happened in
Well, that's because
America.
China doesn't report anything like the
Australia, 18, which I always thought Australia would be Australia and South Africa,
shocky.
I thought would be
Shocky
way
down
higher.
under.
But yeah, the US had way more shark bites. They had 33 of the 57.
That's because we're braver. We put our hands in sharks' mouths.
No, these are the unprovoked. 57 unprovoked.
We're still braver because we're willing to swim with them too.
No, I'm not stupid.
Well, the motherfucker that got bit was fine until he got bit. And then it's like, fuck. Hey, guys, go out and hit that little like button if you don't mind.
And, of those in the U.S., Florida.
Well, no shit.
Because it's
Florida.
so warm.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go out and, it's annual things.
Not going scuba diving,
yes,
surfing, or swimming.
I think that's where we're actually going to
oceans.
go for vacation this year.
Florida?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's still open and we can go.
Because you want me to get eaten by a shark?
Well, there's that.
Bitch.
Whatever.
But
hey, go out and like the show, hit the thumbs up button if you don't mind, and subscribe. Also, if you don't mind, push this out to your friends. If you don't mind just giving it a share, we'd appreciate it. We really want to try and push this out and see what we can do. Fuck it.
So, Florida?
Some people might,
16.
hang on a second, some people might not agree with everything we say. Some people might, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
That's all fucking fun.
Florida 16.
Did I interrupt you?
Hawaii 5.
I'm so sorry.
California 4. North Carolina 3. Alabama 1. Delaware, Maine, Oregon, South Carolina 1.
Oh, so all of New England, basically.
Wait, Alabama's not New England?
Oh, what? Well,
neither is
fucking
Oregon.
Alabama. What did they get bit by a sand
Neither is
shark?
Oregon. I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says
Oregon,
there's
you
one.
have fucking great whites, bro.
There's only one in
Come
Oregon,
on, man.
though. There's only one. Florida, 16.
Yeah, the one in Oregon probably got his head
Hawaii,
chewed off.
5.
Yeah, Hawaii has bull sharks.
Yeah, there were still more in Florida.
Yep, because move on. Florida, she's all worried about sharks. She's gonna become a goddamn marine biologist by the time we're done.
I
with this.
wanted to.
You wouldn't go in the ocean.
Well, I would have back then.
Jesus. Where's the best place to be a filmmaker? Because I've got one of these, and your phone has like 17 cameras on it now. You've got, what, the 12 Max or 12S
I have
Max
the
or
12.
something like that.
iPhone 12.
iPhone 12, and it's got like super...
I don't have the biggest one, but I don't have the smallest one. I have the one in the middle.
But even like iPhones coming out and saying you can make studio production level shit, right?
Well, you've seen the
Our
commercials,
cameras
right?
that we have
The
up
iPhone
here,
commercial?
1080p, right? You can literally make a movie and do shit anywhere as long as you're creative enough.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not, so I'm not worried about it.
So
So
give us
we've
some
always
background on
known.
this.
So we've been the two big places for years that you've always done movies.
California, New York.
Right.
Yeah.
So they do have a Hall of Fame,
And we
of
know
course,
Georgia has picked up. Yeah.
So Hall of Famers, of course, are New York City and Los Angeles. Let's see. Hold on. Where'd it go?
So, I mean, when we start thinking about it, it's like, what are the...
and what they did is they ranked it by... No, well, no. I think the pandemic has something to do with it.
Or is it people are getting the fuck out of California and trying to do something?
A little bit of both. So a lot of the stuff with people leaving, companies leaving California because of all the taxes and everything. Yeah. But it's also because who have been the most closed cities with the pandemic? California,
Hollywood's
and New York.
Fucking shut down. LA shut down. All
Hollywood
of those,
and New York. And while they are opened, they're not where they used to be. By
Turntable said lots of movie producers in Miami. Wait, that's porn. Casting couch, whatever. A movie's a movie, bro.
They did look at things like they looked at what the state was doing for like different associations and stuff, and what they were giving to these movie companies, these movie producers and stuff to come to the state. So
incentives, yeah,
the incentives. Thank you.
So I think what's his name? Oh shit. What's the
shit.
Damn it. What's the black guy's name that does like he's done Medea's house or Medea? Was that?
Yeah, Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. He's got a huge studio.
I like Tyler Perry
in Georgia, and it's like massive. Evidently,
really?
That guy's. I think he hit like $1 billion net worth because of his studio and all of his other stuff that he does. But all that stuff, I mean, that's in Georgia. Yeah, okay. It's outside of Atlanta.
So 25th is St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yep.
Milwaukee, Seattle, San Antonio, which I was kind of impressed with.
San Antonio.
And I read, of course, the San Antonio one because it
probably all like
to
Jared Taylor shit.
No, it's because they have they're very budget friendly.
Yeah.
We're pretty inexpensive for most big cities.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a we've been here how long? What movies have come out of San Antonio?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure there's a lot. There's been some with the Riverwalk in the background and stuff, but I'm sure if you IMDb it, you could probably find that out. But
maybe.
They take, so it says San Antonio offers locations ranging from urban to rural to historic to modern. So because the city's so old and new, it gives you a lot of variation.
Okay.
Kansas City, Missouri, Washington, D.C.
Not anymore. They're locking that bitch down. They're putting a fence around everything.
Baltimore. What? Oh, Baltimore. And the list just keeps going on. But those are the top the bottom 6. I don't know. They said the top 25. But I'm not going to
fucking Seattle to make a movie.
Number one is.
There's too many other places that are cool to go to that I would prefer. You know, if San Antonio, I don't know if I'd be in San Antonio. But there's
New Orleans is number 1.
Really? Mm-hmm. New Orleans,
which makes sense.
It's got a lot of history. A lot of history. A lot of cool backdrops.
I was going to say the scenery, the backgrounds.
Right.
I think it also depends on the type of movie you're filming.
Right. Absolutely.
You know,
I'm going to do another Bad Boys. It's probably going to be in fucking Miami.
Boys.
Probably have a casting couch in
We got to see the third one before we can make any more. So New Orleans is the number 1, and then in addition, I hit the wrong number. I don't know. There's a lot.
That's cool. No, that's good. Yeah. Interesting. It's just interesting. So if you guys,
I'm just glad that they're giving it an opportunity to expand beyond those 2 cities, because I feel like they've kind of had the lockdown on that industry for a long time.
Yeah, and I think that's where like Georgia started getting out, and they had the perks, and so there was all the shit that started happening because of the Black Lives Matter, and people were saying we're not going to come to Georgia, and there was a lot of shit that happened like that, and that all.
Why weren't people going to go to Georgia?
They weren't going to make movies or do shows more, and when the greenback's all that matters, really, unfortunately, in a lot of those cases. So
yeah, I mean,
dollars make.
I was going to say,
shit happen.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah. So what's your 7-Eleven concept store? I don't know what this is, but isn't 7-Eleven technically a concept store?
No.
Anyway,
concept. 7-Eleven's a corner store.
Yeah.
Not a concept store.
I guess
so is hosting. So 7-Eleven is hosting a
Tax
gamers
breaks,
overnight at new concept store in Texas. So basically, what this concept store is it's set up for gamers. They've got like this whole section.
So these have a Mountain Dew section, basically like Code Red, bunch of fucking Cheetos.
No, you do get a bunch of free food. You get free Slurpees, but
Slurpees. Those things are still around?
They are still around, and people love them.
I remember I grew up, and at the end of, in Hampton, so I grew up in a really small town, Hampton, New Hampshire. The end of one of our roads, we used to have a 7-Eleven. It's not there anymore now. It's a brisket place, but it was there my entire childhood.
Okay.
We would go in there and get Slurpees. That was 30 years ago.
I can't remember last time I had a Slurpee.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think I've had one as an adult.
I think it was literally
I'm sure I probably
ago.
have at some point. I probably was like, oh, that sounds really good.
Is there a deodorant section? No, Joe.
So
no.
This is still not working.
Axe body spray, bro.
This is still not working.
It's on. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it is.
Here's the picture of this concept.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's not on. I don't know why. I screwed something up last night, but I thought I had it set back in.
So this is what it looks like.
Okay, give me one
second. It's like a. Here, you want me to send this to you?
Yeah.
When am I sending it to your email?
Nah, I'll look it up. Okay. You're good. Just talk about it.
It's literally
we'll share it after.
It's set up like it's got a section just with like.
Is it a gamer store that they're trying to do? So it's
basically a 7-Eleven
like,
that's going to have a gamer section in it.
Okay.
So you can go and you can rent it and you can sit in it.
Yeah.
And the end, I think starting on the 2nd, you can start putting your name in to be selected for one of the 2 nights they're going to do it. However, you do have to live in Dallas County.
Okay.
But winners are welcome to a custom game pod with access to reclining loungers, a big screen TV, a PlayStation 5 console, which is kind of what inspired this. Dual sensor controllers and a headset, snacks and beverages from 7-Eleven, Red Bull, Mountain Dew, Doritos, and Planters are going to be provided during their stay, along with Slurpees.
Nope. All right, I'll fix it.
Negative, Ghostwriter.
That's right.
I think I need to stop letting you fuck around with shit on Friday nights because.
No, I had to redo all the sound because last week something was going on. I'm not sure.
I just don't know that I love video games and I consider myself, I'm not a constant gamer, but I go through phases of gaming. And I don't think that I need to stay at 7-Eleven.
And stuff like that. But I know there are game labs around here. There's one across from our office.
What's a game lab?
Like basically where you can go in and you can have a whole bunch of friends like bring your shit.
I want to do it.
No, you don't because it's probably disgusting. And
why would it be disgusting?
All you have to do is hook up right there. You get the little beanbag chair.
Bitch, give me a PlayStation 5.
Why do you need that?
Because it's the newer one.
Stop it. Whatever.
I need it.
But no, they have certain things like that. You can go do that if you want, but you really don't need to. Like.
No, I agree. I don't know that I would
go to a 7-Eleven.
I think maybe if I was 22 and a huge nerd, maybe I think it would be cool to stay overnight in 7-Eleven.
Fucking 13.
So the people that do get selected, it's only 2 people selected, and they have to be from the same household.
Sounds terrible.
So let's hope you have a brother that likes gaming or sister that likes it as much as you do. But they're trying something new. Hey, kudos. Good luck. I don't think it's going to take off, but.
Where is it? In Seattle?
No, Dallas.
Dallas?
Yes.
Whatever, you told me that earlier.
Texas, yeah. You don't listen.
I try.
So, next one is they're having their first private space crew paying $55 million each to fly to the space station. $55 million.
So, again, you and I were talking about cars because, like, the 24 hours of fucking Talladega or some shit, or Daytona is going on right now, right?
Right.
And we were out at Apple Chili's earlier having some sandwiches, some burgers and stuff. Mm-hmm. It was on TV and you're like, what are they doing? Why are they driving at night? And whatever. Some of the cars came up and I was like, yeah, it's $300,000, whatever for that car, $500,000 for those cars. Some of those cars are probably way more. Yeah. So race cars.
Right.
And you said, I don't think I would ever spend that much money on a car.
Well, no, we had this. I said, I don't think no matter how much money I had, I would ever spend that much money on a car, said the car girl.
Said the car girl. So then I rebutted.
However, if I was born with a lot of money, like I've had a shit ton of money my whole life, I probably would. But,
okay. So case in point, the lotteries that were just awarded $500 million.
Right.
$600 million. If you're buying one or two, now if you have a fleet of these motherfucking things,
right?
Okay, that's another thing. But if you buy one or two, that's something, right?
Yeah, I hear you. I still think if I just won $5 million,
no, that's just $500 million. Now take 1/10 of that, $55 million, and say I'm going to fucking space.
No,
those people aren't the $500 million people.
I don't know that they say
they are the $500 billion people, or what's his name's $208 billion right now. Right, he's the richest man on earth.
Who?
Fucking Elon Musk,
yes.
$208 billion. So, $55 million isn't. It's kind of like spending money to him sometimes. But no, it's one of those things. It's like at that level of wealth, it doesn't matter, right? I don't think.
I don't know. I
really don't think it is.
Their own.
Like I think they're just so fucking rich.
So.
Do you think George Clooney will finally get out to space? He's made all those fucking movies about it. Maybe his ass will go out to space.
So
or is he too old? We'll have
there's
a fucking
3 of them.
Attack.
Is there a picture?
It doesn't matter. We can't share it anyway because I broke shit. I
could have sworn I saw one of the guys is not. I mean, he's not old. He's probably George Clooney's age, so 60s. How old is George Clooney? 60s. Got to be right.
Yeah,
so what this says is they'll be led by a former NASA astronaut who now works for Axiom. I believe his name is Michael Lopez Algeria, who is well known in space circles. The other 3 guys are just people who want to be able to go to space. And so they're providing this opportunity. They will, what's it say? It says the first crew will spend 8 days at the space station.
Okay.
It will take 1 or 2 days to get there. And they have to do I think it's 15, I can't remember if it's weeks or months of training. So they do have to have some training.
Probably like 15 weeks.
Let's see if I tell
because rich people tend to be busy unless they are like actually fucking trust fund babies.
Each private astronaut has to pass a medical test and will get 15 weeks of training.
Yeah.
The 70-year-old Connor will become the second oldest person to fly in space. So I told you one of them's old.
70.
70. And it just says Connor. I don't know. It doesn't give first name.
It's last name. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's all right. Fuck it. Hey, more power to you, dude. Because ultimately what they do is
let's hope it doesn't blow up.
Well, this is how the business goes, right? Like you have to have investors.
Well, and it does
they have to have some sort of return on investment. And if this is their return on investment, that they get to go to the space station, and there's how many people are going? 3. So it's 150. That's $170 million roughly, right? That's a huge, well,
and I guess we're kind of behind the times because it says Russia has been in the off-the-planet tourism business for years, selling rights to the International Space Station since 2001.
To the U.S., to astronauts from the U.S.
Well, it's still selling spaces.
It's not tourism.
Other space companies
They're actually fucking sending up like Chinese astronauts and U.S. astronauts there. Once the U.S. space program shut down under Barack Obama, we had fucking people in the space station. We had to get them home.
You didn't get them home before you shut it down?
Well, you make an agreement with fucking Russia and you say, hey, can you get us down? Okay, $30 million and we'll get your guy back.
Yeah.
Or your woman back.
So that's what they maybe mean by Russia's been in the
That's their
off-planet.
tourism. It's bullshit. It's a fucking... Now this, when you're doing it to people that aren't scientists.
Right. They're not
just
astronauts.
like, hey, I want to go for a fucking ride. And
I'm
it's
a
like
CEO of
that's
Gillette.
tourism.
Right.
Right? You get to go float around
when
in
it's not the government getting their people back.
Use a whole shitload of bone density. That motherfucker's going to come back weak as shit.
That's only 8 days.
Yeah.
It's not like going for months.
That's true. But nonetheless, would you do 8 days in the space station? Pooping into a vacuum?
Nope.
Peeing into a vacuum? No sex.
I think if a guy could probably pee easier.
You still got to stick your penis in a hose.
It's better than have to stick your vagina in
No,
the
you
hose.
just get like a cup and goes. It's like a vat. It's literally, I guess it's the same thing, really.
I guess so either.
Your dong in a tube or your missy in a...
We'll talk about this one next time.
Which one?
Winter favorites.
Yeah, that's cool.
10-10.
Yeah, we're good. So what's your feel good, honey?
So I'm touching back on a story that we told a while back about a young man that runs, an Ohio boy who runs a nonprofit called Canine Funds.
Mm-hmm.
This young man specializes in buying vests for canine officers.
Nice.
So tell me his name.
I really wish I could share. I'm sorry, guys.
It's called Brandley's Canine Fund. And why it struck me, why it hit a chord with me is because while he's doing this nationwide, he recently donated 18 tactical vests to help protect San Antonio finest and furriest.
Okay. Which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was really cute because he received $10,000 that allowed him, he won a contest or something, and it allowed him to give that last $10,000 to be able to get enough, because I think it was like $25,000 he had to pay total, because awesome. Each vest is like $550 to $600.
This is for canines. I mean, and there's lots of stories where they've saved their lives.
Right. Well, that, and also they're good because I guess they're like the same material that the astronauts use. So when you're hot, it helps disperse that heat, breeds, which is huge in South Texas because it's humid and hot here. And so these 18 vests will really help the dog. And so
that's good. That's great news.
Yeah,
Need to share that for us.
I liked it. I thought it was like, this kid's like 9 years old and he's already a CEO of a nonprofit.
Fucking red, man.
As well as like I'm
sure he's got some good leadership from his mom and dad.
I'm sure, and his mom and him look exactly like it. Was really cute.
That's awesome. So my feel good of the day is that we're just gonna hang out tonight, chilling. I took a fucking nap today.
You did. I am not staying up till 5 o'clock again this Saturday.
One of the other things is at the top of the show, I talked about Janitor. Although I'm sad that Janitor's gone. Right. Janitor's the puppy, but a lot of people have really circled around and we're touched by him. And there's all sorts of amazing memes about him because he's got very, very judgy eyes and a judgy look. So he is my feel good of the day. So with that, today in history, in 1848, the first nugget of gold was found in California. And then the Coloma, California. Yep. So 500,000 people moved to California due to the gold rush. And it fucked California up. Now you got goddamn Gavin Newsom. So congratulations there, buddy.
Please keep him.
Yep, keep him. I think he's going to be whatever. Anyway, make the fire. Go out, do something great for each other. Appreciate you guys hanging in there, hanging out with us over the past 10 months. We got a lot of cool shit coming up. We've got some cool, fun ideas coming up. And then, just go out, check out.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, we do. God damn right. We go out, check us out again on YouTube, Bars Open, and then Facebook, and then where else?
Instagram, Facebook,
all the other fucking
Bars,
Spotify, iTunes, Podbean.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Ian, come get a beer. Evan, Haley, we miss you. Military first responders, we can't do this shit without you guys. So, hey, cheers to everybody. Have a great night. Have a great Saturday.
Love you guys.
And we'll catch you next time.